Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sixth episode of Prelims Basics of Economics. I'm going to start with a simple definition of opportunity cost. It is the cost of the opportunity that is foregone. That is what is let go of, what is its cost. That is the idea. Say, for example, now some of you would have actually let go of your lucrative career to prepare for UPSC. Why? Because you feel you are going to be rewarded better, and I hope and I pray that you get rewarded also compared to a private sector job. So, what have you let go of here? The monthly salary. For what? To prepare for UPSC and crack the service. Clear. So, what you let go of, what is the cost of it? Generally, people let go of those things which they feel the cost of that opportunity is not so great, they will let go of that. On an average basis, we take such decisions every day in our life. And what is paradox of thrift? Paradox of thrift basically says that if everybody starts saving in the economy, then eventually the cumulative saving of the economy may increase temporarily, but eventually it will come to either constant or it will start declining. Clear, people? Now, what is the reason for that? Because there is a concept called autonomous consumption. And what do you mean by that? Now, irrespective of the fact that even if your income is zero, there is a minimum level of consumption that everybody will make irrespective of their income. And what is that? Basically, people will be spending on health, correct, shelter, and also on food. That is, even if they lose their job, they will still have to eat, they will still have to pay their bills, the medical bills, and they'll still have to pay their rent. So that part is called autonomous consumption, that part of the consumption which is not dependent on income. Clear? So if all of the people start saving in an economy, then eventually what will happen? You will have to spend some amount of money for what? For your consumption needs. And eventually it will only lead to what? Lower savings or constant savings for the economy. Clear, people? Moving to the fiscal policy, which is basically the annual financial statement, Article 112. One thing what you have to understand is there is no mention of the word budget in the Constitution. Instead, what we have is annual financial statement under Article 112, which is divided into capital budget and revenue budget. Capital budget has two components, receipts and expenditure, and so is the case with revenue budget. Capital budget, if you see, under receipts, you have loans and disinvestment. Under expenditure, you have basically infrastructure. Generally, capital budgets uh, principle or rather feature is that it will be largely a huge amount, a bulk amount, and it will be mostly a one-time payment. Clear, people? Coming to revenue budget, the interesting thing is compared to capital budget, the amount will be very small amount, but it will be of a recurring nature. So if you look at revenue budget receipts, again, tax and non-tax payments are there. Tax payments includes direct tax and indirect tax, under which you have income tax and corporate tax. Under indirect tax, you have GST and excise duty. Under non-tax, if you see, you have interests received by the central government. From where? From the loans that the central government have given to states, union territories, or any other organization or country. Then the profits earned from PSUs, the profits earned from or the dividends earned from PSUs or RBI, then the fines collected, the user fees collected, as well as grants. Now, what is the difference between the grants that is put under receipts here and the loans here? Loans have to be paid back, whereas grants need not be paid back and it is received every year. Clear, people? Coming to the expenditure side, we have defense, interest payment, salaries and pensions, and subsidies. As you can clearly see, all these four are what we call as committed expenditure. We cannot actually cut down on this. Dear people, this is the idea. So, with that, we come to an end of today's session. Any questions, suggestions, anything that you have, please put it up in the chat section. Happy studying. God bless. Take care.